Hello gamers and welcome to the M103M review video. Is it worth your time invested into this special Battle Pass chapter to get it? Let's find out together. Alright, let's get into it. And as you can see, to please the masses, I have shied away from my gold spamming ways. I brought a 50-50 lineup. I have only 4 crew skills. I could put it to 3 if people really wanted it. And I am using standard equipment. Or I read on YouTube and Reddit that these reviews these YouTubers and Twitch streamers are making are unrealistic because they have all those benefits on their press accounts. Now, I don't have any of those benefits in this battle, however. Redshire defense, top tier heavy is what I am. We always go here simply to cover the crossing. You can see the aiming time pretty rough on this tank. Simply because, well, Wargaming said that the M103 is apparently a very high performing tank, and we must not have a tank that performs as well as the M103 in this. So the aiming time is going to be pretty rough, of course. It's 360 alpha and not 400 like the M103. You also don't get the 340 heat, you get 320 heat. Which really is the redeeming factor in my opinion on the M103. Not a fan of that tank myself, but you know, not having that is pretty rough. Really easy, really. Oh my god, this account has the wrong setting. I'm even owning myself by using an account I haven't played on before. I always use last, I never used last, used Sniper Zoom. I always go on ×2, simply because it's just better. But yeah, I want to pressure here a little bit. I know that the 2 IDs are going to be on me the whole time, and I'm sorry to say, Reddit, but a gold ammo shot will take it away. I'm going to be backing off now because we know that the Scorpion G is covering from behind. That kind of ruins our perspective on this side. We have, however, secured this part of the map, so we are free to rotate at this moment in time, which is what we're going to do, of course, as well. I'm going to be backing away, going back, and pleasing Reddit by switching from Heath back to APCR to minimize the amount of credits that we're going to try and lose in this battle. But yeah, this tank really, where you have the TA-32, for example, and the T-32, which are pretty close to each other, where you could even say that T-32 has advantages that T-32 doesn't have. With this tank that Wargaming is releasing through a special battle pass, you do not have that available to you. This is an inferior version of the M103 in almost every way, shape, and form, which is crazy to me if you think about it. Because you're expecting people to grind for this, which I'm gonna be honest, I mean, so far, playing it, I really don't know why you would. Outside of getting a tank you can sell, a crew trainer, I mean, what is the point of this? They've taken everything that makes the M103, or even redeems the M103, and decided, well, this tank doesn't need that. We're gonna take it away. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said, I don't think the M103 was really a top performer already, so, you know, so be it, I guess. I need some pressure on this SCA from behind. Luckily the 703 is doing it, so we get another shot on the standard B. The sad part is that he went D-spotted. We can see the SCA run though, but we can't really peek that. We would need our squall to spot this if he wants to, which I don't think he wants to. The standard B is giving himself up to me though. Thank you for that, son. We find the kill on him. There's still a G-Sor tank there, pretty healthy. You see, I'm not even using any mods at this moment in time. I mean, I truly wonder what is the next thing they could cope about for my performance. Because, wow, what a professional artillery player. 351 and 375. You, sir, are a true legend at this game. Formidable performance, my man. Formidable. Well, I can cope about my performance being ruined by the artillery. And honestly, I wouldn't even be lying. Like, artillery is having a big impact on this battle. And is making it a lot harder for me to perform. Spot G-Sor and STA, please. Now, if this little squall could spot the G-Sor and the STA, that would be very nice at this moment in time. And very helpful. I'm gonna really start needing this spot now. Communicating with my squall. Gonna get him to spawn, it worked out. Gun handling. And I'm getting pushed by an even 90. And we only do 3.4 in this, and honestly, it has nothing to do with the equipment. It has nothing to do with anything except for the artillery in the enemy team shutting us down. This could have been a great game outside of that, but yeah, the artillery ruined it all as per usual, because that is what artillery does. So yeah, this game could have been a lot better. I mean, we get a 3.4 out of this. We are top of the board, however, top on X. No, not top on XP. We got beaten by the Bulldogs, so not a bad game. A true test will come here in this battle on Rberg, where we're gonna be playing against double E100, recently buffed, 10 millimeters extra to the turret. So we're gonna struggle with our 320. We're gonna struggle before. We're gonna struggle even more now. A lot of heavies. I think in this kind of battle, it may be advisable to play on the hold on at start. The double irony makes me a little worried about that. But yeah, look, it's an M103. It's a better version of my tank. He has better heat pen. He has better gun handling. He has better dispersion. He has better alpha. They could have at least left us at 400 alpha, no? Like, why does it have to be 360? Why do we have to go so far? Like, what were we so afraid of? Like, if we made a clone of the M103, of course that hits. If we made a clone of the M103, how bad would that be for the game? Like, do we think that the M103 is like now an OP vehicle or what? Anyways, we're gonna be loading heat here. Why? It's because it's the right choice in this scenario. The BZ crosses, we give him one. We have a contender behind us. We don't need to care about him anymore. We give him a one as well. 371 to the face. And the I7 has opted for the fight. Now, with 320 heat pen, it doesn't really change too much. We can still pen. That's what we're looking for. We gotta remember, of course, it's a bit higher ping than usual. So the shots will be a bit more delayed. We're still gonna try that, however, because we are not afraid. We have never been afraid. He's wide peeking now. We get the shot out. We repair the stun. My mouse is gonna roll around the corner because that is what his mouse tank players do. They drive. And we're still penning through the E100 turret when he's facing us. So we were quite happy with that one. The size 7 is dropping rather low. He's not really gonna be peeking anymore, but maybe he will though. And we're trying. We're really trying for that, but it's a really hard shot. Would I love to hit this? Of course. Am I gonna hit this? Probably not. Is there a real reason for me to continue peeking that? Probably also not. We are playing a game of if I hit that, amazing. If I don't hit that, I might take a shot back from the I7. He just fired, so he's gonna be waiting for my peek. However, we won't peek. We'll pretend like we're not peeking anymore, giving him the idea of, oh look, he's not there. He doesn't want to peek. He's afraid. That gives me time to peek. He peeks out. I peek out as well. I aim for the lower plate. I give it 333, which is very sad alpha for the position I'm playing, to the face. And then we wait to see if somebody wants to overpeak him in return. We might even check for the E100. He doesn't. The I7 might want to do it himself, but the mouse is peeking now to put him in the grave. And he achieves that. We aim for the turret. We cannot make it happen. My team is in the meantime flanking behind these guys though. So I want to start, you know, I wouldn't say playing too aggro, but the mouse has provided us with not really a hold down, but potentially a position to peek a little bit from. After further investigation, it looks like we are low to the ground. For that, I want to check if the Type 68 is looking. He is not, so we give a shot to the E100. And now we are gonna be staying with heat here for these tanks, of course. Give another shot to the E100. 438, that's a pretty nice high roll there. On this gun. It's actually a very high roll. 10% would be 36 to 72. 400. Yeah, it's a very high roll. Jesus. Don't do math while recording YouTube videos. Give one to the T57. And that gives us 3.3. Of course, with this tank, it's a 360 alpha tank. We're not aiming for the same heights as we would with other tanks. Simply because I've talked about this before. Lower alpha means higher problems in World of Tanks. Higher alphas is just way easier to use. We missed that shot against the 57. He's gonna peek out. We gotta watch the E100 as well at the same time. So that doesn't end up working in our favor. We're a bit exposed, but not too much. Aim for the E100. Missed the E100. Now we're gonna push forward, of course. 57 is reloading. Give him a shot on the move. Watch the E100. Oh, he's not reloading. We're fine though. Aim the shot. We have to aim a very long time. And we do 4.4. Good game. But the gun feels very unrewarding to me for a tier 9. For a tier 9 heavy, this feels underwhelming. I don't know how else to say it. I played a very good game of World of Tanks in my opinion. I made good peaks. I made intelligent peaks. The push at the end was a bit... maybe I could have gotten across in the time that it took for the 57 to reload. But I honestly don't think I really made any big mistakes. However, I don't really feel like I'm getting rewarded for it. 360 alpha just feels very sad. I don't know. It just feels sad. I would guess I would have around like 4.8 if this was the M103 itself, which is awfully close to 5k. And we're obviously going to be top of the board. We're going to be losing credits, which, you know, is what it is. We're not actually top of the board. We're actually third. Unbelievable. After the regular M103, which is funny because this okay, so this M103 does one more shot than I do, but with 2 kills. I do 12 pence with 1 kill, and he has 600 more damage than me. That's kind of funny. The DZ is actually top. Detailed report. We just about made credits actually, and we just about made credits. Unironically, tier 7 might be a good thing for this tank. Believe it. Normally, you know, I'm of the opinion that most of the time, I prefer playing against my own tier or one below. I don't really like -2. But seeing as this has 360 alpha, I really don't like this 360 alpha thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, for me, this 360 alpha, that's like medium level. I just don't know why this is on an M103M. You know, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand. I feel like with this, they were way too conservative. Should have been way closer to the M103 if you want this to have any real appeal. At least I think so. I mean, I could be wrong though. People could end up liking this thing, but there's always somebody that likes something, you know, even if nobody else does. So I don't know how much it really means, you know. Okay, I was gonna cross over, but we've already won 1 line. I'm just gonna sit here and aim for a million years. Ooh, hit that shot though. Juto peeking, brave. Yeah, the issue is here that they're kind of slow. Get a good shot on the contender there. I don't think you can contend against me, haha. And these jokes again. Ah, that's not penable. It's all a ruse. Did you just try to double me? Yeah, you did try to double me. Why would you do such a thing? I mean, of course, here it's gonna work well. It's gonna feel good, and everything's gonna work out for us. And he gets his 1 shot. We start killing him. We have 2k damage, and we are gonna result into killing him off altogether while getting blasted by your friendly neighborhood M12 on the North American server. North American player in a North American tank. I mean, I just love to see it, don't you? The DZT actually got up a little bit, but not too far. So that's interesting. We missed that shot altogether. I get somebody on 12 one more time. I might actually end up getting angry. I don't love it. I don't like it when RD thinks you're the only target on the map. Put a track because of the armor behind it, of course. My commander is dead. We're gonna have to wait a while for him to come back. And what I would love more than anything else in this scenario, of course, is one more shot from the elf. 12! That's very, very cool, my man. You know what? It's the far opposite of my father, who pretends I don't exist. This guy pretends that I'm the only person that exists. I'm not sure if I like one or the other more, to be honest with you. But good to see the IS-32 on his way up towards the middle of the map after undoubtedly having just a great time on 1-2 line. And I am really loving the focus, my man. And the focus is amazing. I am probably not gonna live this game. We'll get the kill there. Get 3.9k as well. And maybe the M12 will try one more time to kill me. I mean, he may as well, right? He will try one more time to kill me. That is seriously great. If I hit this, cool. If I don't, well, it doesn't help. I've been perma stunned this whole battle. I don't actually pen through his turrets. Those American autoloaders. Trolly as ever. I'd say the M12 has one more chance to kill me. I'm certain he's gonna take it as well. But I'd like to hit the Yak Tiger before that. And I do hit the Yak Tiger, so 4k out of this. Woo! The crowd goes absolutely wild. And I crashed due to collision off of that. Okay, interesting. So when we look at the result here, we do get a nice 4.3k battle out of this. Top of the board as well. Top in XP as well. 2 kills. And making some credits, of course. And that all with this wonderful setup. Now, if you were wondering what equipment we would use HP Turbo Rammer usually, but we would use a boosted slot if we are using standard, and we would be using bounty more likely than not. But there's this for the purpose of reviewing the tank in almost the worst possible conditions, so that there's almost no complaining. Now, then in the field mods section, we take nothing on the first when we're using HP. Then we always take aiming circle size. It is just the best. Then of course we take the view range, and then last but not least we take the top reverse speed, because why the hell not? The M103 has pretty bad reverse speed. Now here, if you're using all standard equipment, which really would be interesting, then I would guess that you would go for a firepower slot to boost the rammer. However, I would be using this because I would at the very least be using a bounty rammer. Up to you nonetheless. Now for the final conclusion on this vehicle, after having played it for a few battles and getting to experience it, I would say to you that I do not find any part about this tank really interesting. And if it had the redeeming factor of the M103, which is only the gun, in my opinion, the M103 is nothing but a gun, which this tank doesn't get, which makes it kind of useless in my opinion. I personally would not grind for this. I don't think it is very good. Maybe for the customization elements if you're like into Rambo or something, but for a performing vehicle, you are better off grinding the regular battle pass and getting an AE phase 1 than you are getting an M103M, in my opinion. I think that is fair. Let me know what you think of the comments down below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'll see you all for the very next one. Peace.